Hi everyone, it is me, Sailor Moon, and it's me, Sailor Mercury, Sailor Quicksilver here. And today we're gonna talk about RINI becoming Wicked Lady again. Now I know a lot of folks out there are gonna first bitch and say, call her Dark Lady, because that was her name in the Toei take which Viz offshooted from. Well, this Euro Fairway kind of offshoots more from the Deke and Pioneer world than it does from the Viz world, and we're gonna call her Wicked Lady because there's nothing wrong with calling her Wicked Lady. What is wrong is how she became Wicked Lady. You see, the first time it happened, it was the Wise Man, also known as the Doom Ghost. Well, he was more of a fiend than a ghost, but whatever. And he was the one who played up on her fears, the one who played up on her worries, and the one who made her believe that no one cared about her. The same way he played on Diamond and Sapphire and Ruvius and Emerald and Catsy and Birdie and Avery and Charisma as well with the same bullshit. So somehow, someway, Rini is Wicked Lady again, and we gotta heal her like we did before. And this would have offshooted it. This would have been what, 9 between 93 YL? Need be early 9 between 94 YL, I would guess, if we're going by the years in Toei. Which keep in mind, Deke and Pioneer may have set them in those same years, I would think. Um, yeah. Now, a lot of folks out there are going to be a little irked and say, we got Bandai's take on Wicked Lady, which was Irwin's take on it. We never got the Irwin Toy take, but we got the Irwin Toy's first take on it. So, she's evil again. She's been brainwashed, and we got to take the spell off of her, you know? And it took a lot of work. Oh, yeah, Sailor Moon. You're right, Serena. At the end of the day, it wasn't only us that has to break the spell that was steaded on her, or the brainwashing that was steaded on her. Hold on, we're gonna shift somewhere else. You know, it was not shit. Fuck is in here? No. All right. Where were we? It wasn't only us, Sailor Moon, who had to help Rini. It was God and Jesus working through us and with us that showed Rini the truth behind a lie that Lucifer had told. And we have to do that again. You know, we have to show Rini that we care about her. We have to show Rini the truth behind the lie that Lucifer told her. And don't worry, Rini, or we will get, that spell or brainwashing or whatever you want to call it off of you. And I know there's going to be some folks out there that don't like the Latinist, Italish borrow name Rini and think it should be Chibiluja, but guess what? No, everything we do here is from the Deke and Pioneer world, so sorry about that. Anyway, yeah, that's what's going on. You see, we don't know how Aldeling Diamond, we don't know if it was spell brainwashing that made him evil again, or was it free will? Because the foe behind all this has not showed him or herself. So here we are again in the same bind, fighting the Black Moonkin again, just like we were those years ago, in which I would like to say this would have been at least early, maybe even late, maybe even early, maybe even late 9 between 93 YL, going into early 9 between 94 YL, but I could be wrong about the years. But you know how much hard work it was, you know, how every time we thought we had her, it didn't work, and how God and Jesus, working through us, showed RINI the truth, you know, and showed her the truth behind the lies that Lucifer told her, working through the wise man or doom ghost to do it. So God and Jesus helped us get RINI back, and I have belief that they will help us get RINI back again. Now, I don't know how we're going to do it, but I know we are going to do it, you know. Well, the one thing we do got to worry about, Sailor Mercury, Sailor Quicksilver, Amy, is if they're going to open out the Dark Gate again. Never know, back in Sailor Moon R, you know, the Black Moonkin and half of it, they were opening up a black gate or a dark gate that was going to let them bring all the might from their world, Nemesis, whatever, to Earth, and that would, you know, kill everything on Earth. It would bring Earth back to being nothing more than a dead world, you know, making Earth a dead world. Now, I know a lot of folks out there are going to wonder if that was the same thing in the drawing books, or the same thing that was done, you know, in the 2004 Between FYL Sailor Moon one, a Hearst. That would be Sailor Moon Hearst, a 2-diff. I believe so, you know. So, yeah, now we're dealing with Wicked Lady, who is RINI brainwashed, and a lot of things that RINI did as Black Lady was not, we couldn't hold Dark Lady, Wicked Lady, we couldn't hold that against her. You know, we couldn't hold that against her because it wasn't her free will. You know, when she was going after Sapphire to slay him on the setup by, you know, the Doom Ghost. Or, I don't know, when she was fighting us all those times. You know. Or when she wanted to help the Doom Ghost open up the Dark Gate, or the whatever they called that. And I know in the Sailor Moon books, and I know in Sailor Moon Hearst half 2, that they make her do a lot more, you know, things that when she's brainwashed that she's ashamed of later on. But in the Deep World, you know, which, you know, she was only guilty of striking us. She was only guilty of helping Aldeling Diamond at the time, and later on Doom Ghost, you know, open up the Dark Gate. She wasn't guilty of slaying anyone like she was in the books, you know. Either she was brainwashed, so she wasn't guilty of that. But she was guilty of, you know, fighting us, though. So, anyway, it is what it is. We're going to get RINI back. We're going to take the spell off of her, and she'll no longer be Wicked Lady. I just hope that my moon might will be enough. But I got to put it in God and Jesus' hands, and know that they will work through me and with me to do that. That's what you got to do, Sailor Moon. That's what you got to do, Serena. You got to put it in God's hand, in Jesus' hands. And God and Jesus will work through us and with us to help RINI, to break the spell or brainwashing or whatever was steadied on her. You know? So, yeah. Tell me what you think about this. You know? Do you think we can do what we did back in late 9 between 93 YL or early 9 between 94 YL and Sailor Moon R? Let us know what you think. Are we going to get RINI back? Will we break the spell or brainwashing that's been studied on her?